Okay, today we are going to be continuing from our previous topic where we were talking about that addition, subtraction, multiplication, and divisions of number are based on base 10. Okay, whatever we do is based on base 10. Okay, even our computers, our calculators are computed in such a way. So, for instance, for uh, division and subtraction, we are going to see some examples on divisions and subtractions now. All right. So if we have 35 minus 19, 35 minus 19, normally you say 5 minus 9, 3 minus 2. Okay, but 5 cannot minus 9 because 5 is less than 9. So what we'll do, we'll go to the next value and borrow 1. Okay, so we'll go to the next value from 3 to 3 and what? Borrow 1. And that one we borrow is a 10 to tell you that whatever we do is based on this base 10. If not, why will it be that you borrow 1 and it is 10? Okay, so we borrowed 1 and that one we borrowed is what? 10. That is the standard. Now that 10 plus 5, 10 plus this 5 is what? 15. Okay, so we have 15 here. So 15 minus 10 minus 9. 15 minus 9 is 6. Okay, is 6. You can write down 6 because it's less than 10. Alright, so what will be left here is 2 because we took 1 from 3. So what will be left here is 2. Now 2 will take away 1. Out of 2, take away 1. What will be remaining is 1. So you see that 35 minus 19, the answer is 16. Okay, so the next one is division. For instance, if I have 2, okay, if I have 2 divides 5. If I have 2 divided by 5, now there is a pattern we use. It's called long division pattern. Long division pattern. You understand it. So how do we do it? We'll put a diagram like this. Put a diagram like this and put that one, okay, which we are using to divide the other number. Okay, this can be also written as 2 divided by 5. Okay, so this is numerator, this is denominator. So what we do, you always put the numerator in the diagram, in the diagram here, 2. Okay, and then the one you're using the denominator, you put it outside here. Okay, 5. Okay, so 2 divided by 5. You know that you cannot use 2 to divide to 5 people. You cannot use 2 oranges to give to 5 people. That is what it means. So since you cannot use 2 oranges to give to 5 people, what we do is this. Since it cannot, you put 0 and put a decimal point and add 0 to the number, which is 2. Okay, so since 2 cannot divide 5, we put a 0 and put a decimal point. Okay, and add 0 to 2, and 2 will become 20. Okay, this will become 20. So 20 divided by 5, that is how many times will 5 appear in 20. Okay, and is 4 times, I think 4 times. So we'll write down the 4 here. Okay, 4 here. Okay, so the next thing you do, you use this 4 to multiply 5. Okay, use this 4 to multiply 5. So 4 times 5 is 20. Okay, is 20. So at this point, you find the difference. You subtract it. 0 minus 0, I think is 0. 2 minus 2 is 0. So the answer is 0.4. So 2 divided by 5, or 2 divided by 5 is what? 0.4. Quickly, let's do another one. That is 3 divided by 2. Okay, 3 divided by 2. Okay, means we are giving 3 oranges to 2 people. So we'll place the diagram like this, okay, and we'll write the 3 inside and write 2 outside. We'll write 2 outside. So we will say 3 divided by 2 means if you give 3 oranges to 2 people, how many will each take? Okay, regardless of the remainder. We're not talking about remainder, what is remaining, but what did they take equally. So if you use 3 oranges to 2 people, they will take 1 equally. Okay, so that 1 is what you are writing here. So they will take 1 equally, so you write 1. Okay, then the next thing you do, use this 1 to multiply the 2. Whatever you have here as the answer, use it to multiply this. So 1 times 2 is what? 2. So write 2 here. So at this point, you find the difference. 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. Okay? 3 minus 2 is 1. Okay? You are still dividing. Now, 1 divided by 2, you cannot. So since you cannot, when I was talking about the previous one, I said if you cannot, you put a 0 point or a decimal point. You put a 0 and a point or a decimal. Okay? So since 1 cannot divide 2, yeah, we have already written 1, so there's no way we are going to write 0 again. So the next thing we are going to do, since it cannot, we are going to put a decimal point. Okay, decimal point, showing that this 1 cannot divide this. And immediately we put the decimal, we also add 0 to 1, and 1 will become 10. Okay, so we have 10 here. Okay, so at this point, 10 divided by 2 is 5. If you use 10 oranges to give to 5 people, to 2 people, they will take 5 each. Okay, it will be 5. So 5 times 2, we'll say 5 times 2 is what? 10. And you minus at this point. So 0 minus 0 is 0, 1 minus 1 is 0. Okay, so at this point, since you have this 0, 0, it means that 1.5 is the answer. Or in a case where you are dividing and the decimal continues until if you get to 4 decimal places, I think you can stop there. No, don't go further. Okay, so